My name's Annabelle and I'm in my third year doing undergraduate at the University of Birmingham doing psychology. I chose Birmingham because I'm from Devon and it's quite small and rural, and I wanted to come to somewhere that's really big and has lots of different opportunities that are on offer for me. The psychology course at Birmingham stood out to me because of the variety of things that it offers in the course. It doesn't just focus on one area. You touch on a bit of biology, you touch on a bit of cognitive, you touch on a bit of social. It seems very broad. We've been able to look at child development, we've looked at mental health, we've looked in detail at like vision and eyesight, and we've looked at different conditions where sort of very odd things will happen, like someone won't be able to see half of their world, but there's nothing wrong with their eyesight, and we get to learn, why that's happened and then how you can go on to help these people. So the course has been great because it's really covered a wide variety, and there's a lot of voluntary opportunities that are available through the psychology department. One of the projects I did most recently was working with Age Concern, which I picked up through the university. That involved me going out to residential care homes where I ran my own art and drama and music workshops with the elderly there, and that was really a really good experience for me because I'd never run any workshops before, so I really had to take the lead role and get involved, and it was really nice to meet people with lots of the sort of conditions that we had actually touched on a little bit, such as sort of dementia and Alzheimer's and things, so it was really nice to actually see the people behind the conditions. I really enjoyed that. I was also part of a mentoring scheme where we went into schools. Again, this was through psychology, and we were trying to get local schools in Selly Oak to sort of be a bit more aware of sort of mental health and how it's very normal, and so that was working with sort of secondary school kids. I've also been part of the Monday Night Club, which is a project which has been running for the last sort of 25 years or something through the university. A lot of psychologists really enjoy it, actually. You meet lots and lots of different vulnerable adults from the community who have a variety of sort of learning disabilities as well as physical disabilities, and we basically just have fun and provide a really safe place for them to do some artwork or play some games, and it's very enjoyable. In my first year, I tried to join as many things as I could. I was in the choir, and that was really good fun. I met lots of different people from lots of different courses, and that was really enjoyable, and I was part of a few concerts doing that. I also joined a few exercise classes. One of them I actually have continued. That's the hula hooping that I now do. I really enjoy doing hula hooping. I've met some really interesting people and had some quite interesting experiences. I was able to hula hoop as part of the Birmingham Opera as one performance, which was really great. I've also been involved in some voluntary work as well. I was part of the dance show and I did some belly dancing with that. That was really good fun. Again, I met lots of different people doing that. So yeah, I've done quite a lot of clubs and societies, but there are so many more that you can choose to do. I found living in Birmingham quite different to living in Devon, where I'm from. It's really nice to be able to just get on the train, go into town, and there's always something on. There's always some music somewhere or some art gallery that's always open, so it's just very lively and animated, and there's always lots of things on offer to do. My highlight of being at Birmingham so far has definitely been the location, the ease of getting in and out of town, all the things that the Guild has on offer. I'm actually going on a zoo trip with my course on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be quite a highlight. And I've really enjoyed meeting some of the lecturers and actually getting a bit of a personal relationship with them, particularly in third year as well. What I'm working on at the moment in my course is I'm in dissertation time, so I'm actually writing a dissertation at the moment with one of the very highly esteemed members of the team here at Birmingham. She's called Dr. Jackie Blissett. She's really lovely. I get to spend lots of time with her every week, and we're working on my dissertation together. We're looking at the relationship between breastfeeding and obesity and like maternal control and whether that affects these. I've really enjoyed doing it. I've had to write my own questionnaire, go out, find my own sample. I've collected all this data from 160 different mothers all over the country, and it's actually really interesting starting to analyse it and finding out using all the stats that we learn in first year, they're actually using them now to find out some really interesting concrete things about real people in the real world. My aspirations for the future are all a bit up in the air at the moment. I came to university pretty sure I wanted to work with some sort of group of vulnerable people, whether that's people with learning disabilities or mental health problems. I'm still not quite sure what direction I'm going to go with it, but I've had a lot of support from my personal tutor, and she's encouraged me to take a bit of time out this next year, so I'm actually going to do some various work experience working in hospitals a little bit, as well as I'm going to start teaching my own hula hoop classes. And then next year I plan to start either a new course or sign up for something a bit more concrete. My top tip for starting university, particularly at the University of Birmingham, is to start early on motivating yourself to do work, because that's the biggest jump from coming from school or college to university, is that it's now up to you. You have to motivate yourself to do your work, to do your reading, and to really enjoy it. So try and make yourself enjoy what you're doing and read the bits of the books that you find interesting. That would be my top tip.